Raise a glass and night is gone and so there's a light that leads into a world, a place to be unknown, discovered by my own. Raise a glass and sing along. So raise your glass, your home's where you belong. Feel the love, my brother, sing along. Celebrating, drinking all night long. Feel the earth moving. Just let it in and let it out. Into a new world. Raise a glass and night is gone and so there's a light that leads into a world, a place to be unknown, discovered by my own. Raise a glass and sing along. So raise your glass, your home's where you belong. Feel the love, my brother, sing along. Celebrating, drinking all night long. Feel the earth moving. Just let it in and let it out. Into a new world.
Om na 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 na. Om na 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 na. Om na 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 na
Raise a glass and oh, the night is coming so there's a light that leads into a world, a place to be unknown, discovered by my own. Raise a glass and sing along. So raise your glass, your heart's where you belong. Feel the love, my brother, sing along. Celebrate and drinking all night long. Feel the earth moving. Just let it in and let it out. Into a new world.
Should we?
Huzzah.
Yeah, okay.
Huzzah.
All right then. Yes, good.
Oh no, she did it.
I'm
Hello.
really,
Oh, hello.
really glad we're live.
I think we're live.
Yep.
Hey guys.
Yeah, we're live.
Hey.
Hey.
We
Right.
out here.
We here. We
here,
did
fam.
the thing.
We done
Okay.
did.
So as usual, our top of the stream test. Can you hear us? Yes or no?
That would be very sad if you can't hear us. Can you hear us?
Beep, 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 beep.
Thanks,
They're
thanks,
loving it.
Hublu. Totally live.
They
and
can't hear
fabulous.
us. Mega Spoon says no.
I mean, do we trust
They're
them?
Okay, the
listening
others
a
say
little
yes.
bit.
Everyone else is
In the
saying
best
yes.
Spoon,
So
Spoon. Don't make us take your wedding present back.
Oh, that's threatening. That was a threatening thing to say.
was so terrifying.
We
Uh,
would never
quite
do that. We
Genuinely
adore you and you're
terrifying.
the best. Uh-oh. Exactly. Yes, exactly. Be scared. Be scared. And not have been drinking for 4 hours already.
I
Sasha's Sasha's ahead of all of us, so I feel like people
I'm
need to
quite
get us
scared.
drunk.
Yeah, Sasha's
Sorry.
been indulging in all the lasagna for the last 4 hours.
Lasagna.
Lasagna.
Lasagna. Cracks a tin. Exactly, Tiny Moose.
Okay. Right. Yes, we're gonna get on with this because otherwise we're gonna be derailed and it's gonna be many hours. And if this doesn't work, because friends, we have a new thing that we are trying, then you guys will be trapped in the new thing cocktail of weirdness as we all struggle to work out whether or not this is a thing that we should do again.
Or,
I feel like that could be the summary of this entire stream is new thing of weirdness that we're still figuring out.
there are no rails. We never had rails. They're not meant to be
There
here.
were no bumpers on
There were
this,
no bumpers, no
bowling
rails.
alley.
Nothing. Yeah, no, there's no
Lane.
there's no path here, friends. There's no destination. There's just a journey, an endless endless journey.
It's very truly what that is.
That we call life is life. Na 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 na. Sorry, it was on earlier.
Yes. Okay. Cool. Yeah.
Yes, as Tiny Moose says, where we're going, we don't need rails.
Precisely.
Probably.
We would like a wagon, but we fell off that several months ago. You're welcome. Ed Fortune, you subscribed to
Fortune. Ed Fortune knows about us.
Oh
Guys,
my
we're so
God.
famous.
I don't know who you are,
He writes up in Starburst magazine, the premier magazine for all things geekery.
Lasagna.
Bless.
So just to explain what is actually happening here. So as some of you might know, if you're fans of Questing Time is doing a live show, which means that we don't have Han because Han is there probably, hopefully, working out how the live show works and making sure that they can be both seen and heard.
At least one or the other.
Emily, bless her, messaged an hour ago to say that she's basically been asleep for 48 hours and has woken up with no voice and does not feel well. So because we love her and she's the best human in the world, she's actually still running the tech, which means that we can actually still do a stream.
You can still hear us and see us.
You can still hear us and see us.
And send us sassy messages in the Zoom chat.
Yeah.
Indeed. All hail Queen Emily.
All hail Queen Emily. Like little we're not worthy stuff. Apart from Andrea, who apparently doesn't care. She didn't join that in until right.
I did a little cutesy
Very Gwyneth of you, like
I genuinely don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
Right. For anyone who doesn't know who we are, which I don't think is probably many people watching, but I would like you to introduce yourself and what you like to be called and your pronouns. And one thing,
best way to roast you.
Best way to roast me or best way to roast yourself?
The people. Oh, you want us to introduce ourselves? I thought you wanted any new people to introduce themselves in the chat. I misunderstood.
Oh.
No.
I was like, that's
not. So Sasha and Andrea, I don't know if you know, but what we do every Sunday is we do a stream where we play some sort of TPRG, and we try and like amuse people, usually by our sheer ineffectiveness as a group of people. Right. So just in case there's anyone who hasn't seen this before and is unaware of quite how inefficient we are as human beings. could you introduce yourself with your pronouns and your drink of choice and one interesting fact that you don't think anyone on the stream knows about you? I've just turned this into some really awful corporate conference.
Yeah, you really have, but it's okay. I guess we're doing it.
This is not two truths and a lie. At that point, I would have to rebel.
Yeah, that's true. That's when you rebel.
The worst of the icebreakers. Sorry, not sorry.
Really
Very not sorry. Sasha, as you are already primed, literally and metaphorically speaking, go.
Okay. My name is Sasha, dearly to disdain on most social medias that you probably know me from, because let's be honest, anyone who's watching, you already know me, and us in general. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I am drinking red wine as per usual. Tonight it is a Montepulciano d'Abruzzo
Nice.
because I am currently residing in Albania in a hotel room for an TBD amount of time due to work things. And Italy's like right there, so they just bring some wine and it's quite lovely. And something you might not know about me. I once photobombed a former president of Burundi.
That's pretty cool.
Also, I kind of met the Dalai Lama. I was in a picture together, but it was a group one, so
That's pretty lit, though.
Kind of. I love the way I kind of met the Dalai Lama.
I mean, I was like 2 people away from him. We got Richard Gere was there too, but that's cool.
Did you smell him?
Depending on who you are.
No.
I did not smell him. No.
Oh, okay.
Do you mean the
Never
Dalai
mind then.
Lama or Richard Gere? Who were you saying?
I wasn't either of them as far as the police are concerned.
Fair.
Okay, fair enough.
Absolutely fair.
Sasha
and-
may or may not have smelled the Dalai Lama, but we can't say it on stream,
No.
is what I've heard from this.
DM her for details.
Or
DM
don't.
or don't.
As an
DM for
alternative.
details.
Don't do that.
What was that sound? I don't know. Did one of us make a sound? Maybe.
Did one
Was
of us
there a
make a
sound?
sound?
I don't know.
Did someone do was there an alert of some description? I did not
I
got
didn't
no
make any
alert.
noises that I know of.
The Dalai
Brr.
Lama.
Oh, Emily says, no, I fucked up, my bad.
It's
I don't
cool,
know
we're
if she wanted me to
still
read that out
here.
loud, considering she probably would have said that in the actual live chat, but too
Yeah,
late
We're
now. She knows
exposing
better.
her.
yeah.
She knows better than to tell me.
No
Don't mind
censor.
me.
Right.
I'll tell the world.
Ready player 2. Who are you? What are your pronouns? One thing we don't know about you.
Hey guys, or y'all, or all the peoples. My name is Andrea. My pronouns are she and hers, and the other ones that are not family of pronouns. And oh yeah, I usually drink like seltzers because I'm a basic bitch. Today I'm doing White
Yeah.
Claw.
Nice.
I do
Oh,
have
yeah.
Trulies in the fridge for when I'm out of my White Claw. And what's a fun fact about me? I once got arrested, but I won't say why or how. So
Will you say when and where?
in DC in 2013. So it's been a while.
2013.
Okay.
Mhm,
I'm trying to think of
mhm.
like what happened in 2013.
Nothing.
Graduated college.
Not even. No, nothing.
You're young.
It
yeah,
wasn't
you're younger
special.
Than me. You were
It
at
really
college.
wasn't special. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I said I will not say, but
I'm not making
Again,
you say.
more
I'm now gonna
things.
just like speculate wildly is what we're doing.
I like
Yeah.
that. It makes me sound more badass than it probably was. So.
I think Andrea was caught sniffing the Dalai Lama in
I
2015.
wish. I would be so proud of that. I'd be telling everyone. I'd be like, I got arrested because I smelled the Dalai Lama. He smelled like an epiphany and enlightenment all in one. Also like sandalwood, 100%.
It was a
You know-
strong smell of incense.
So yeah,
Really, because that when I met him, it was Axe body spray. I was surprised as you.
the illusion, it's gone. No.
Get that trending, guys. The Dalai Lama wears Axe body spray.
let's get the Dalai Lama sponsored by
This is my
Axe.
favorite new rumor. Did you know the Dalai Lama actually loves Axe spray, body spray?
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that Discordian-ness. That's not how I got arrested though. But please keep them coming. I think this is very fun.
Yeah. And
I think he was giving unsolicited tarot readings to strangers. Unsolicited,
Yeah.
like astrology.
No,
Yeah.
but that would be great. That would also be lit.
you know, like those people you get in parking lots who have got like the card tricks.
Yeah,
Like, and
maybe.
then they're like, so she basically card sharped people using tarot. Just
Maybe.
giving fraudulent readings.
I love that for me. I love that theory. I love that reality. I'm like, I keep it coming. It makes me look so much cooler than I am. Keep it going.
Was it turning into a wolf and tearing off the arm of a goblin?
God, I wish. I wish that would have been a great reason to get arrested, but no, sadly, not that.
Alas, it sounds like we will never know because no matter how many stupid suggestions we throw at Andrea, she doesn't break and just go, all right, it was.
It was a dumb thing. No, I at some point maybe, who knows? Maybe if I get more drinks, eventually
more
I'll be like
drinks.
more.
I mean, the
alcohol.
boring explanation is that most people in DC get arrested for protesting.
Yeah,
but again, it wasn't that. Sadly, again, that would have been
Ah.
cool because then I feel like it'd be like, oh, it was for a cause. It was not for a cause.
It's just something stupid. Okay.
Oh wow! I things I really want to know now. But for we'll come back when you've had more to drink. Hi.
Yeah.
And I'm Sarah. I am she, her, and I'm drinking. Oh, no one said what they were drinking. Well, you didn't say what you drink. No, you did say what you were drinking.
We both
did.
did.
I
Yes.
just forgot.
We
I'm
weren't
drinking.
paying attention.
I'm drinking Jack Daniels and Coke, which I'm too lazy to put in a
Nice.
glass, so I'm literally just pouring it into the can as I
That's
go.
amazing.
I
I thought you were like being a little bitch tonight and just having Coke. It's not.
No.
You're being the opposite of a little bitch.
Mm.
I
You're being
thought
a big bitch. I
No,
love
I'm
it.
being a massive basic bitch. So even
I
your
love it.
White Claw tendencies look great. Oh, I've just covered everything in whiskey. That's fine.
Oh no, there's Jack Daniel everywhere.
It was gonna happen at some point.
Strong smell of bourbon.
So
And one interesting thing about me. I mean, so many interesting things about me, friends. Such a long list to choose from. Chat, do you want the slightly disturby, creepy thing? Or do you want the like massive name drop thing? Right, the creepy thing. The
first
creepy
word
thing.
is for creepy.
Creepy.
Two votes for creepy. Name drop. Okay, 2-1. Hold up. We're gonna hold up for. Let's be honest. 3 people
Yeah,
is about
2
as
for
many
name
as we're
drop.
getting in.
No, 1
interacting
for
in
name
I
drop.
think
chat.
that's as good as get. Right. So I'm going to go with the creepy thing. The creepy thing is when I was 16, I headbutted Rolf Harris in front of a group of assorted press.
Why?
Oh,
You're welcome,
told me
friend.
this.
That's amazing.
Yeah, this is
That's
the weird
awesome.
special thing. So yeah, Rolf Harris, friends. I used to be a villain, and now because of what's happened to the Rolfaroo, I'm now a hero. You're welcome.
Wow.
Tiny
That's
Moose says
amazing.
congratulations, and Who Blue says well done.
Thanks,
And
guys.
indeed,
That's
both
heroic.
of those things.
I'm just, I didn't know at the time, but I was striking a mighty blow for women everywhere.
A pedophile, a lot of bad things.
And children, yeah.
And children, and lots of things. So yeah, no, you're welcome. You get to
You're
stream with a
goddamn
folk hero
hero.
friends. Talking of heroes friends, so let me introduce what is going to happen this evening. So as you know, sometimes because we're a group of 5 or a party of 5, if we want to steal a copyrighted title, and we like playing TTRPGs and we like drinking. Sometimes we don't have everyone on the stream and we have to break whatever campaign it is that we are doing, like tonight. And when that happens, we were like, oh, we need like a format where we can like drop new people in, or like test out stuff, or try new characters, or like pew 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 pew, do like weird wonderful things. So as such, I have come up with a format which is the Guild of Lost Adventurers. Ooh.
Oh, I love it. That's what it's called. I
Um,
fuck with it so hard.
Please don't fuck with it.
I love it.
It's
I
not.
fuck
It's
with
it's
it.
But like
not.
in a good way.
It's
No,
suede.
Sarah,
You
the
can't
young,
wipe it
the
clean.
young people say fuck with it in like a good way.
Yeah, but it's suede. You can't wipe it clean.
That's true. It's gonna be sticky.
Yeah, I don't. Can we not make the guild sticky, please?
The guild was born sticky.
Gross.
Yeah.
You merely
No,
embrace
we
it.
already made it weird. I made a new thing. I was excited and shiny, and you two have made it weird. Excellent, thank you.
Andrea made it
love you.
sticky. I was not involved.
I did make
Yeah.
it.
I feel like it's a matter of time until you spill wine on it, and then I will be like grumpy as fuck.
That is the
It's
rite
a
of passage
guild.
with
What did
me
you
as-
expect? It's a guild. It's gonna be sticky one way or another.
Yeah. So the Guild of Lost Adventurers is basically the idea of effectively a cast of rotating heroes. So we can bring in things like friends of the stream, or we can bring in suggestions from you guys. Speaking of suggestions from you guys, if you do have any suggestions, for example, like, or questions that you want to ask about D&D, for example, like how many goblins is too many goblins, which we can conceivably test in a one shot. There is actually on our Discord, which you can access if you are a subscriber, there is actually a channel now entitled The Guild of Lost Adventurers.
Yes.
You're welcome. So
Yes.
bring us the ridiculous things you want us to try that you know no other stream is daft enough to try.
Let's do it.
Let's
you know
do
what we
it.
can do. We'll do whatever you tell us to do, honestly, guys. So
I
Yeah.
feel like we should be specific here, though, because I'm now stuck on this goblin question. For example, is it a never-ending tide of a certain number of goblins, or all the goblins all at once? Or are we doing one goblin at a time?
I
or are
mean,
we the goblins?
Or
Are
are we
you
the
the goblins?
goblins?
is it Goblin v Goblin? Like, is it a small brat band of like impassioned goblins who have joined the Guild of Lost Adventurers and are there to bring down bad goblins?
Goblin.
All
Or
the
did they start a
goblins.
fight club?
Yeah,
Where they just
Goblin
each other?
Fight Club?
yeah,
I'm a goblin.
yeah. It's a secret
Yeah.
goblin fighting ring, which the Guild of Lost Adventure has to infiltrate by pretending to be goblins.
By
and
being
then,
actual goblins. We're goblins,
breaking
but
it.
we're pretending to be the fight club of goblins.
apart from one of
We're
you,
goblins.
which is a Goliath.
I'm just
in a
a really
disguise kit.
big. I'm just a really big goblin.
Yeah,
I just think there's so many philosophical questions we could be working with here.
I don't think any of them are bad though. Like, I want to know these things. Like, how many goblins is too many goblins? I mean, so like, friends in the chat, if you have any of these, like, and you're a subscriber and you're on our Discord, you can go in and drop them in. And then when we have a stream where we don't know what we're doing, I'll rephrase that. Where we have a stream where we don't have a campaign running.
There we go. But also the other thing
And-
is also believable.
We will
Just
work
like-
with that. Either of that. So with that in mind, Sasha and Andrea, are you ready to try our first Guild of Lost Adventurers?
Yes.
Paul means yes in Albanian.
Good. All right. Are you going to speak Albanian for the whole stream? Just so I
Yo.
know.
Yo means
Excellent.
no in Albanian.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Anyone-
Fine. Love this. So
Oh,
are we ready?
Yes.
Kismet has a question for us first, because I'm going to be an asshole and
Okay.
derail you trying to get us on stream, on track. Would you rather
It's like,
fight?
no.
Yeah, I'm just be like, this is the last one though. Anything else that comes up, I will be nice and not actually say it aloud. Would you rather fight a Goliath-sized goblin or a goblin-sized Goliath?
A
Pretty
Goliath
sure it's the
size.
latter. I'm gonna be.
Well, what would be more fun to fight? A Goliath-sized goblin
Right.
with Goliath stats, but still a goblin.
Yeah.
Like, basically a hench goblin.
That's exactly what it looks like. Yeah, it's like a giant like bodyguard situation, but not very smart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hench goblin. Or
Wearing a
like
trench coat.
a teeny tiny Goliath. As the person who has invented the orangutan shaped bugbear, then like, I'm also down for teeny tiny Goliaths. Micro Goliaths.
Goliath, pocket size.
Okay,
Anyway.
that was it. Please continue now.
Okay, we'll continue. Excellent. So, the Guild of Lost Adventurers is a secret society of the dispossessed. Those who've lost their party, those who have lost their faith, or they've simply fulfilled their calling only to find out that glory and revenge are actually really cold bedfellows. Run by the mysterious Charlie, adventurers are grouped into ragtag parties to clean up the quests other adventurers don't give a shit about. They're paid well in coin, but the names and identities of the guild members are unknown even to each other.
Oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
We find ourselves in the small hamlet of Liam's Hold, about a day's travel from Daggerford along the tradeway off Sword Coast, in a cosy inn called the Holdfast Inn. As we sit there, dreaming of summer, as the winter solstice of the 20th eve of night, savouring the smoky warmth of a bitterroot beer, the door opens, bringing in a cold gust of air. Two figures stand in the doorway. Sasha, would you like to introduce your character?
Hi. Yeah, so so the shape of my character is quite large, sort of 6'5" dragonborn shape. If there were light, you could see that she was red. Red dragon type. Wearing leather armor and carrying a crossbow. And generally looking kind of unimpressed, but also, low-key excited. Because of the last-minute nature of this campaign situation, her name is Pewpew McDragon.
Of the House of Fire.
A code name in this Lost Adventurers Guild. She just, she wanted to change it up. In fact, if some of you have played with me recently in other campaigns, you may have encountered this character under a different name. She may be very familiar to you. She does accidentally catch things on fire frequently because she has allergies and sneezes a lot.
Oh.
And so generally and she's a sorcerer. It's the last thing you probably should know about her. So
fancy lady.
Everything else we'll figure out later because that's D&D.
Yeah, exactly.
Sasha has caught on.
She finally, she's here.
Andrea, what do people in the Holdfast Inn see of you?
So my character is standing next to this giant dragonborn, and she looks pretty small in comparison. She's actually about like 5'6", the perfect height. And she is very, very small. Like she has a small frame. Like she looks very like skinny, but also like I guess like you could see that she's like probably has good dexterity. Like she's probably like looks like someone that might have been in a circus at some point. And she's wearing all black. She has like this coat, this cloak on, and she has this dark brown hair and a very pale face. And her eyes, though they're blue, they look like they're dead. She has a very like fair, like chill, like countenance. Like she's not reacting to her environment. She's just there. And that's who she is. She is a rogue. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say for now.
Nice. So as you open the door, a massive gust of wind and snow and ice blows into the bar, and you hear a voice from across the room go, "Shut that door."
I close the door without looking away softly.
Having shut the door, you two walk across the room to the bar where there is a gnome gently cleaning the surface in front of them. Evening.
Hail, gnome. 2 pints of mead, please.
2 pints of mead. Sure. The gnome toddles off, jumps down clearly off what is a box, and toddles off and comes back a few moments later with 2 pints of mead. That'll be 2 silver.
Right, you are. Pewpew puts 2 silver on the counter, slides it over to the gnome, saying, "Thank you muchly."
Thank you. What brings you out this evening?
Good question.
So my character, she leans over to Pewpew. I'm assuming we don't know each other coming in here, right? We're like, do we know we're here for the same reason, or like
you know you're here for the same reason. You both got a letter and you both got a description of the other person.
Okay.
You don't necessarily know why you're here yet.
this is determined because I assume that
I lean
kind of the other
over.
person.
I want to lean over to her and be like, should we kill him? That's it. I just want to whisper, should we kill him to her? With like a very straight face.
Pewpew just sort of leans far over, considering the difference in height, and goes, but then how would we get more meat?
I'm like, you're right. And then I go back and stand very seriously staring at this person.
So the person behind the gnome behind the bar looks at you and says, you do know that I could hear everything you were saying, and I really would rather you didn't kill me. And he and the gnome leans over and they do a hand signal that you two instantly recognize as a sort of secret sign between the Guild of Lost Adventurers. Andrea, what does the hand signal look like?
I'll be like, it's a bird situation. I'm like, my character's like, I would have never done that, but I know exactly what that is.
To go like West Side, so I'm glad you took this one.
Yeah, so it's a weird combination of a bird and like West Side, where like the gnome is clearly struggling to like do that, and it basically looks like two turtles mating in a really uncomfortable way.
Yeah.
But you guys know that this means that this is your handler.
Like,
and you two return the hand signal. This is clearly a secret guild, and everyone else in the bar is very, very much very careful not to watch the three of you doing the weird bird mating turtles West Side thing that is happening.
Pewpew turns around and goes to the bar. Don't worry, everyone. This is a very standard greeting where we come from, and does this to everyone else.
oh.
So the barkeep leans back and says, I'm Bronwyn, and I've got a message for you, and reaches under the bar and pulls up a carefully folded piece of parchment with a gold seal on it, which has that hand shape printed on it, which means that you know this comes from Charlie. And Bronwyn pushes it across the bar to you.
Angels.
Do you need me to help get that for you?
I look up and I'm like, oh no, I'm okay. And then I just grab it. And I want to open it very carefully. But like I'm like reading it up here so no one else can see it. What does it say? Or do I have to show it to her?
No, it's fine. As you open it in your head, you both hear a message in the voice of Charlie, which you guys will recognize from previous missions that you've carried out.
Yes.
A strange wailing screams have been heard coming from an abandoned forester's hut miles outside of town. We're being paid by Baron de Courtisor to clear up the situation so he can clear the area in order to build a trade route. We are being paid handsomely. I've read that bit already, and I've already had a bit to... Oh, this is going to go well. Bronwyn Shatterall, the innkeeper of the Holdfast Inn, will assist you. This message will self-destruct in 5, 4, 3...
I put it
2.
down and stare at it.
Pewpew just backs away and like grabs.
Mine doesn't. No, Eilana does not back away. She just puts it down and stares at it.
Pewpew grabs Eilana and drags her with.
As you guys either stare or like back away from the message, it just catches fire in a massive puff of smoke, and you see the kind of paper singe and curl and little bits of it sort of flare up, and the wax on the ink kind of like spreads out across the bar, and you see Bronwyn just sigh as you notice that there are other singed like, bits of the bar. Clearly been here, done that. Many times
like,
before.
fucking hell.
Bronwyn looks at you both and he says, everything all right?
I just stare at him. I say nothing.
He looks over, realizes that this, like, all right, maybe she's the spokesperson here. Yes, fine, thank you. Any direction to this forester's cabin that we
Oh.
may or may
Jude Law,
not
the
have to set
actor.
out to?
Oh, sorry, Jude Law, the actor, just went ham.
Oh,
Jude
Jude
Law,
Law!
the actor! Oh
Yes.
no, time to drink more.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
This
terrible
is a
news.
sub season. But also,
Tanzania.
do you not know Jude Law, our friend? Oh.
All right, that
Thank
was
you, Jude Law, the actor.
Jude Law, the actor, lasagna.
Guys, I'm
Hello,
still in a
my
hotel
dear.
room, which means everyone's hearing me just go trying to do the
Crispy
what's
God.
her name?
Oh,
Oh my god.
it's not a competition, but like,
Right,
oh my
I do-
god.
But
do not have time to mix
But
Right.
like clearly two of you are winning. Don't spit your drink out everywhere, Sarah. You've already
Yeah.
made your keyboard sticky with whiskey and a
Thank
guild.
you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even have
Yummy.
time to like mix a drink, so I'm now on the pre-mixed gin and tonic.
Guys, we also missed that Hublu resubbed for a third month, so we have to sing the 3-month song and also drink. What did I sing before? It's 3 months
I can't
up, 3
remember.
months up. Hublu has a 3 months up, and there was a better melody to this before, but I forgot. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I wasted all my best songs
It's
on the
it's a
pre.
3 months up time. Da da da. da. Oh my na na na. Oh my
3
na
months
na.
up.
Oh my na
3
na
months
na
up,
na
Hublu.
na 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 na
Hublu has a 3 months up.
That was beautiful. Well, we really need to, Emily
It's
needs
the
to
3
get
month
her.
sub song.
Yeah. We're
There
totally
love
not
it.
There we
getting
go.
sued for that.
That's pretty lit.
This is what you guys turn up for every Sunday. I
You're
mean,
welcome.
Sticky with
Someone's-
whiskey, isn't
someone's making a bad life decision, and I don't know if it's us or the chat.
All of us.
How about todos los dos?
Cool. So-
I finally come up with a melody that we're gonna remember.
Yeah.
That is a good
3 month
one.
sub
Na,
song.
na, na, oh, ma, na, na. Oh, ma, na,
No,
na,
no,
na,
no, no.
oh, ma, na, na. Oh, ma, na,
Oh
na,
my
na,
God.
na, na.
The birds
Okay,
are
we got-
coming.
Now we're officially getting us out. We can only do this like once or twice a stream before things go south for us. Guys,
I
only
really-
1 3-month
Lord.
sub per stream, okay? Noted.
Yeah.
But also seriously, big thank you to Crispy Goth and Jude Law the actor and
Yes.
Hulu, of course, but especially for like the 5 sub gifting. Like,
Yeah.
not saying we like have preferences.
Yeah.
But
But we do love Jude Law, the actor, and Crispy Goth.
And
So.
and who blew Mummer of Goblins.
Also, yes.
And we tolerate Mega Spoon.
Mm.
Anyway, back to the game.
Anyway, we're back
Um,
at it.
So, would you care to repeat the question that you asked Bronwyn, just in case everyone's forgotten it in the excitement of possibly?
the
Intervening
3-month sub
compromises.
song, that it was a
Yeah.
very exciting moment. Yes, thank you. Fine. Could you please point us in the direction of a certain forester's cabin that we may or may not have to investigate after having exchanged potentially a secret hand signal that was not at all obvious?
Bronwyn just goes like that.
Is it that direction? Should we go
I
there?
mean, it's that direction. Would you like anything more precise than that?
Yes, please. Would you like a silver, or can I just say please?
No, it's fine. Charlie pays me very well for this.
That makes one of us.
The probably the quickest way is if you come out of the pub, turn left, keep walking until you get to a really big house. That's the Baron's house. And then walk a little bit more and you'll walk past the bakery. And then if you carry on walking about 25-30 minutes in the same direction, you're probably going to be somewhere around and about the hut.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Eilana just bows down and then
Okay.
slips a sock to them and then just walks away and starts going following those directions.
Eilana, you're mean.
Any
You don't want. Okay.
I'm not nothing. I'm just like walking out. I did my deed. I gave him a sock.
Bronwyn looks at you and sort of goes, any idea why she's just given us a sock?
It's her custom.
Okay. Bronwyn,
I have a lot of socks on me always. That's what I give people when I want to say thank you. Just like,
she wants you to know that you're free now. You no longer have to serve.
You have no obligation to us. You're free now.
You was free. You was a free elf.
Oh no, free gnome.
Free gnome.
Bronwyn very carefully reached out and sort of between finger and thumb takes the sock and puts it in what you suspect is a box of lost property that people have left in the inn at various times. He looks at you, Pewpew, and he says, no other questions at all?
I'm like already like out the like I'm like walking on my way. I have like a low because I'm so like, I'm just like out here almost vampire like walking, just like a little hum happening as I'm walking towards.
Pewpew is just downs one meat entirely very quickly.
If you drink, we have to drink. As per the drinking rules. If someone
you're right, which I forgot.
I genuinely forgot that was in the drinking rules.
Yes.
Yeah.
No space, you fool. I'm kidding.
I am so you fucking ignorant slut.
And Lara, you ignorant slut.
We say that we're reclaiming the word. Cool.
100%.
You're down in drinks.
Pewpew sends a message to Eilana going, hold up, bitch. I got more questions.
I'm how do you are you yelling this at me?
No, I send a message, which means you hear it telepathically. I assume in my voice. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Okay, cool. I stop, but I don't move. I just stay
where I was. Snow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
In
standing there, just looking out blankly into
the fading
void.
light in the snow. Eilana is just standing there, barely moving. Reassuring. Back to Pewpew.
Pewpew looks at Bronwyn and says, is there anything else you think we should know?
I mean, that's quite a broad question.
Yes, that's why I asked it.
I mean, the bakery does really, really good treacle tart. I could recommend that, and it's usually open till pretty late. So the Baron's trying to build like this trade route across the Sword Coast, like to basically speed everything up a little bit. And the reason ultimately that it's not really working for him is that none of his workers will work 24-hour shifts. They'll only work 8-hour shifts, because what happens is as soon as it starts getting dark, then there's all this screaming and apparently lights and movement in this hut, and like very superstitious people around here. They're pretty simple. So yeah, they won't work the hours that he needs them to work to get it done quickly, so he can make lots of money.
Any of the workers around tonight?
You see Bronwyn look around the bar. It's like, whoa, there's Ted over there in the corner. He's been a foreman for the Baron for a while. You can have a chat with him, but he has been drinking. for the last 4 hours, so I don't know.
Perfect. Me too. Let's go.
Excellent.
Pewpew just turns and goes towards Ted.
Okay, excellent. You see a elderly man by the fire, white hair, wizened face. Looks like he's worked outdoors for many a year. He's kind of like a sort of sun-kissed skin tone, and a little bit rough shaven. Like he's got one of those beards where it looks like he's not quite got anything sharp enough to properly like shape it or trim it, so it's a bit tufty. He's pretty poorly dressed. You get the vibe from him that there's not a shed load of cash around him, and he's nursing a beer in the way that for any English goblins watching, in the sort of style of a man who has been in Weatherspoons since 6 a.m. That's a very specific reference for any non-British goblins. Basically, he's sort of staring into this drink and gazing into it, sort of looking a bit shell-shocked.
Poor baby.
Seeing this, Pewpew actually turns around and goes back to Bronwyn and says, "There I go.
Spooky bitch.
Bit of whiskey, please."
We've got a special offer. If you roll a D100, this is weirdly metagaming it. If you roll a D100, we'll give you 50% off everything you've bought. It's basically a fire sale for all the things that we've not managed to sell over the summer.
Nice.
Sounds good. This is why is
Oh,
here it is. Let go. It's a 26.
A 26. So, you see Bronwyn disappear, and he comes back with a dark brown, two shots of a dark brown drink with green swirls in it.
Ooh, lovely. How much?
1 silver.
Pewpew puts a silver, grabs the drinks, and heads over to Teddy.
Yep, excellent. So the drink is in like an earthenware mug, and it's got leaves floating in it. You notice as you walk around, and Bronwyn calls after you. I advise you drink this slowly.
Guys, in the chat, guess what's about to happen?
oh! Meanwhile, Eilana's still standing in the snow,
bets.
looking into the distance.
I mean, Teddy, baby, how you doing?
Teddy looks up from his drink and he's like, "Evening."
I heard you're working on for the Baron on the as a foreman. Is that true?
Oh, that fucking Kenton Baron.
Yes, my sentiments exactly. Can I give you a drink?
Yeah.
I think I need one too.
Yeah. You drink. You sit. You drink. Join me.
I would love to join you. Pewpew sits down next to Teddy, who is now Teddy, not Ted, because they're friends now.
You're a big red fella.
Indeed I am. Well spotted.
Yeah.
So tell me, these lights, this what's been going on? I hear there's trouble.
Screaming. Terrible screaming. All the screams. All the time. Like, so basically, when it starts getting dark, the screaming starts. And then no one wants to work around the screaming because terrible screams.
What kind of screams?
Ah!
Fair enough. Here's your drink.
Hey, Teddy reaches out and takes a drink from you, and
cheers.
Oh,
cheers.
To the scream stopping.
I need more alcohol, y'all. I'm already out.
get it. I'll finish up with Teddy
Alrighty.
and I'll come join you.
Yeah, I'm still out in the snow anyway, so
Um,
it's fine.
So Pewpew, you take a sip of the drink, and it actually tastes like sweet tea.
Oh, lovely.
And slowly sipping the hot tea, you sprout 2 small twigs and leaves from your orifices. As you continue drinking,
All of them, like out of
all
the
your-
nose, and the ears,
Yeah,
and the face,
and the
and the butt.
cloaca, like whatever it is that Dragonborn have, the cloaca or anus or lizard orifice. So
I
basically,
don't think that
any
cloaca
orifice.
is the same place as the anus. I think you
Oh.
have misunderstood what a cloaca is.
Yeah, no, I
It's,
have.
it's both a penis. It's where the penis goes and where the eggs come out of, right?
Yeah. So I'm assuming Calamity has one of those.
Either, yeah.
Either or. So as you continue drinking, the twig spreads and your skin takes on a bark-like appearance. For an hour after finishing the drink, your skin is solid wood.
I'm a tree.
And basically this is the equivalent of the bark skin smell.
Smell and smell both, really.
Too much whiskey and gin too quickly. It's all working out. And
It's been an hour, guys.
I'm already halfway there. I'm waiting for you to wrap bullshit up. Wherever
To be fair, I may have misjudged how much information I could get out, considering I have the deductive reasoning skills of a spoon. As Sarah knows, because she's run several games with me, I have 0 investigative ability.
And I don't think it's just the characters.
No. 100% the player.
It's not the characters. But Pewpew is now got disadvantage against anything to do with fire for the next hour.
I'm a fire dragon.
Because you've turned into like you're basically wooden.
Oh my god. My god.
I'm a red dragon with advantage and disadvantage. With resistance, but also disadvantage to fire. Okay, it's fine. We're fine. It's totally normal D&D, guys.
So, I mean, the disadvantage and the advantage will effectively cancel it out, and you will just have a single dice
Chloe.
roll. Thank you, Emily.
Single
Thank you,
cloaca
Emily. That's
twig.
beautiful. Thank you for people who don't know what a cloaca is.
Emily explaining. But yeah, you've got lots of twigs and
I
stuff
just
all over
saw
you.
on the top. Amazing.
It's all fine.
I'm gonna be honest, everyone. I didn't realize what a cloaca was, so that is more informative to me than any of you, because I thought it was somewhere
I
else.
explained it very well.
You did, but I didn't believe you until Emily put up the
That's fair. I wouldn't
definition.
believe myself with science facts either, honestly. So
Science.
Anyway.
Point is, I'm now a dragonborn tree. Dragonborn
Yes.
and
Yes, you're actually
dragonborn
more-
again and
more ent than anything else. So what Pewpew, what would you like to do now? Are you going to continue talking, or are you gonna
Well, I assume Teddy also drank the drink, yes?
Yeah, so Teddy now is like a sort of like really disturbing elderly version of Pinocchio.
tragic.
Teddy, man, nice bark.
Yeah, my bark is worse than my bite.
It's very shiny.
Shiny.
Anything else you can tell us about these screams? Anyone ever investigate?
We sent young Teddy in, but he never came back.
Oh,
Teddy.
young Teddy. What a lad.
Yeah, I mean, he was only 14, so we probably shouldn't have sent him in on his own. But, you know, it's fine.
Is it fine?
People come, people go. And that's life. Some of us have a long time on this earth. some of us have few moments, and it's up to us to make the best of those, even when our elders send us into a hut of screaming things and light.
And then turn into trees.
I mean, it's been a long time since I achieved wood, so let's hope when I get home tonight, this stays.
I wish your missus well. And Pewpew gets up and heads out to the probably quite cold Eilana outside with no real information achieved other than
I was just waiting.
now being a tree.
Eilana, what you see walking towards you is something that's roughly the same shape as Pewpew, but basically now looks like a kind of like really crap carving of a dragonborn. And to the point where they've like failed to take the twigs and the leaves off.
Okay. She's looking like forward. I'm assuming that Pewpew just walks up next to me, and I'm just gonna look at her to the side and just like see her and be like, "Are we good and ready? Can we go?" Like, I do not acknowledge that she's wood at all, and I just keep going. It's fine. I'm like very undisturbed by this somehow, like weirdly undisturbed by this.
And at this moment, Eilani, you're sending stone pings with a message from someone that you encountered in Waterdeep not too long ago.
Centaur?
Yeah, how did you know? Like, basically there's the centaur in Waterdeep, and they were intrigued by your air of mystery and have been messaging you ever since. So Queen Emily, when we have a second, could we have what the message is, please?
I love that we canonically as a channel have one Randy centaur.
We only get messages from the blue centaur.
This blue centaur is like, if you're local to Waterdeep, they're really renowned. Like, they're on all of the dating apps, on all of the sending stones, and they're that one where everyone's like, oh god, yeah, I matched them. Like, absolutely
everyone's matched with them. They swipe right on everyone,
and everyone's been on one date with them, and it's
and they keep sending us weird messages like bees.
Haha, wrong person. Anyway.
I've forgotten literally all the messages that has been sent.
Which is good, because we're gonna get new ones.
Yeah.
Pewpew is actually Tinder. It's Tinder in dragonborn form.
Pewpew is
set myself on fire.
They're actually a matchmaker in their spare time. See what I did there? Matchmaker.
I wish I had a symbol.
Did that make everyone groan?
A little bit. I'm gonna drink to that.
Enough.
What are the rules?
Drink for that groan.
Friends, if someone makes a drink, makes a joke, and it makes you groan, you have to drink.
Which is very
or
fair,
someone says something that
honestly.
makes you cheer, which is not as often as the groaning.
Yeah, I mean,
we also drink.
We groan a lot.
More often.
Yeah.
I think the wheel is happening now.
Who's behind on seeing the wheel? Everyone seems to see the wheel.
There is the wheel
well before me.
The list of inputs is interesting. Eilani, what you see is a message from the blue centaur saying, "You make my brain happy. You may send a message back if you so wish."
Okay. Eilana reads it and sends a happy face, a brain emoji, and a shoe emoji. And then in a different text, she sends a crying emoji and then puts her phone away. That's it. There's literally no rhyme or reason to this. But she doesn't react to it. She just does that and like keeps walking. She's like, okay, bye.
So yeah, there's actually another ping, which is obviously the centaur responding, and you just completely ignore it.
I'm
you're
like, it's fine. It's not important.
done, absolutely done. So as you guys start walking through the snow, it's pretty cold. The upside of being made out of wood is that it's not actually as cold as you remember. being a fire-based dragonborn, you're not that keen on the cold. But you kind of walk towards the edge of town and you see a really, really ostentatious building, which is a lot larger and actually much more akin to the kind of buildings that you would recognize from Waterdeep. So, you know, unlike a lot of the buildings in Liam's Hold, which are made out of wood and
are made of
rain.
rain.
Hey, friends.
Hello, Chasing Tales. Thank you for raiding.
Like, hey, Ruby Pam. Oh my god, we miss you so much. I haven't seen you in ages.
Yeah.
From, like the Among Us streams. We need to have you on. So here's the thing, Ruby Pants. Honestly, we have been talking about trying to get you on this for a guest stream for ages, but Hannah's like, you can't play with Privy without me. And so most of our streams where someone's missing to guest stream have been with Han missing, not most, but like a number of them. So we just been like, when can we get Proopy on?
It's true.
Yes,
Hannah's like out there being an actress. That's why.
But
she'll be done. She's done being an actress for a bit now.
But the upside, Raiders, is that this format that we're testing tonight, which is going largely awry because I think at least me and Sasha are drinking too much, is the Guild of Lost Adventurers, which is effectively, if you imagine Charlie's Angels crossed with D&D, crossed with our usual critical drinking inadequacy, then it's a beautiful, beautiful comic melange of alcohol and adventure, which are obviously two things which are not necessarily reliant on each other, but in our experience are helpful.
I'm just gonna say, if you're gonna be like, you sure you don't need any other information, I'm gonna stop and ask for more information, which ultimately
it was the fact that you went, can I have any more information? And I was like, so we have tonight in the Guilds of Lost Adventurers, we have Pewpew and Eilana. Pewpew is a dragonborn sorcerer who has just been turned basically into a tree, and despite being a fire-based dragonborn, is now flammable.
With allergies that make her sneeze fire.
Yeah, it's still going to work out really well. Eilana is a rogue, and they are off to find a haunted shack, which has screaming and scary lights emitting from it. And Pewpew just delightfully tries to have a conversation with someone in a pub who was too drunk to give her any salient answers whatsoever, having ignored the one person in the pub who wasn't too drunk to give her salient answers. So that is absolutely fine. Who needs coherent explanation that might help you at some point when you can talk to a very drunk man and give him a drink that turns him into a tree?
Gotta love it.
It's all good.
I'm just gonna say, art imitates life.
Yeah,
it's true. It is not fake.
Chick
How do
Turton
ghosts work?
has asked Andrea, how do ghosts work?
Okay. So when you die, apparently your soul is like 7 grams or some bullshit like that. And then those 7 grams just leave your body, and especially if they're not happy with how you lived your life, they want to stay around. But if they're happy, the 7 grams just go off into the sun, and they live a very happy life in the sun gas situation. But when they're not happy, then they just stay as gas in where they were. And then somehow that gas turns into ectoplasm. Because I'm not a scientist, so I can't tell you how that happens. But that's how that happens. And then they just haunt people because they're sad, but they don't know why. And they're basically like 10-year-old kids who don't have emotional intelligence because they lost sense of their brain, and now they're just angry, but they don't know how to fix it. So yeah, that's how ghost works. You're welcome.
Thank you for coming to Andrea Talks of Ghosts.
Andrea explains things poorly.
This may or may not be useful for what might happen. So as well, just this is very much a Sarah DMing thing for anyone who's ever played with me DMing. So we've taken approximately 40 minutes to do what I had down as 10 minutes.
Good.
Maybe
15,
I mean, when
20.
you said before this is gonna be 2 to 3 hours max,
Yeah.
and I was like, I played with you before, and also I know how I play.
Yep, that's what I keep forgetting, is the fact that you're all special flowers who play Dungeons and Dragons in a very unique way.
Yeah.
So
Unique.
basically what Andrea was doing was what I expected to happen, but with a little bit less asking of questions. What Sasha did was what I would really only expect from Sasha.
Tree gets turned into a tree.
Yeah.
Completionist on video
fun.
games. If you give me a thing, I'm gonna go run with it.
Yeah. Cool.
Tree talk.
Also, while Andrea was talking about ghosts, we've come up with a sneeze mechanic for Pewpew, which is that someone in the chat, you're going to roll a d20. Who's gonna Spoons, you're going to roll a d20 every 10 minutes. If you roll a 1 or a 20, then Pewpew has to roll to find out whether they can hold the sneeze or whether they sneeze fire and set fire to themselves.
Oh no.
And everyone else.
They are made out of wood.
But,
This is very dangerous.
They are made out of yeah, effectively we're playing the live anime, guys, and because this is a one shot, we don't have to worry about killing people. It's great.
Resurrection.
Okay, excellent.
For me.
So Spoons, I will be keeping an eye on the chat. Let me know if you get a 1 or a 20. As I say, every 10 minutes. So the next roll, so if you roll now, the next roll will be at 25 minutes past.
Roll.
Okay,
While
we're waiting
that's a 3.
You're fine. So you guys are walking through snow. You've just come to a really massive ostentatious house. As I say, very much like the kind of ones you see in the rich quarter of Waterdeep. So, you know, they're made out of stone. They're like clad. There's like bits of gold on them. It's very shiny door knocker. There's no walls or anything around it, but you can see there's a guard standing outside. And you have a suspicion that this is the Baron's house.
Okay. I just walk straight to the door and start knocking, but very softly, like almost like I don't know how to knock a door. So I'm like, no sound is being made. So I'm just standing there.
Can you both roll a perception check for me?
I love rolling perception checks.
Perception.
It's a 19.
A 19?
Oh. It's a Will Davis. Hi, Will Davis.
Hi, Will Davis.
Hi,
making
Davis.
even less sense than usual.
Zaddy.
Welcome.
So, Eilana, what you notice is you're really impressed by the fact that this guard is like holding their position and not reacting to you knocking at the door. Your estimation of the situation is that this guard is like incredibly well trained, probably some sort of like really difficult high combat adversary who, you know, you're going to keep an eye on. Pewpew, what you notice is that the wind is blowing through the armor, because you've realized you can't actually see a face or anything to this guard. And on closer inspection out the corner of your eye, you realize it's literally just a suit of armor that someone's propped next to the door.
Pewpew goes, that's interesting. Do you want to go in? Say hello?
I keep knocking at it, not really saying anything. I just stare at
Eilana,
you
we
like
have to wait.
I'm just like I'm trying to get in, but I can't get in, and I keep knocking.
As you knock, the door swings open, and you're confronted by a very pinch-faced human woman, with like a very, very tight, like pulled back white bun, like really big white bun. Like she's clearly got quite a lot of hair, and a very high collar, kind of very fitted black dress. Who looks at you and says, "Can I help?"
I look at Pewpew and I'm like, I don't know what to say.
Pewpew goes,
I
this like there's a
forgot.
look going like, you were the one knocking, you ho.
I know. I understand that about I understand what happened, and I was like, yes, but I thought you would talk.
The woman begins closing the door.
Sorry. Hi, hello. I'm playing, it turns out, a very American character. I didn't realize that till just now.
It's chaotic. It makes sense.
My associate and I were just wandering up inside the Baron's house. We were wondering about the construction down at the forester's cabin. Wondered if you needed any assistance.
I believe his lordship is having it dealt with. And she begins closing the door again.
Right. Yes. But what we're hearing through the grapevine, I won't say who because I ain't no snitch, is that it's you might need help, or there's just something's going on here. There